It's Patrick from the Screenplay app, the app for student screenwriters. Every week, I recommend a new screenplay for you to read to get a better understanding about the art of screenwriting. This week's recommended read is The Devil's Advocate, a screenplay that is very, very light on character introductions. Matter of fact, it has no character introductions. It just has a character name and that's it. That's all you get. You get no fancy, oh, Joe is wearing a leather jacket with pink sneakers. I'm just making this up, obviously. I don't think anybody wears a leather jacket and pink sneakers in The Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocate, it shows you that you don't have to be fancy introducing your characters for a screenplay to work. Yes, you could be fancy. If you got the skills and the talent, if you're a wordsmith, you know how to flip words around, you want to be poetic in your scene descriptions and introducing your characters, go ahead and do it. Just keep in mind that a screenplay could still work if you don't do it. The Devil's Advocate is a great example. It's very light on character introductions, and it still worked. That doesn't mean because the writers then do character introductions, we don't know anything about the characters. No, not at all. We still know who the characters are by how they interact with one another and how just the pacing of everything works. The screenplay is a very, very fun read. The film, I'm not sure if you've seen the film though. If you're the type of person who gets scared easily, perhaps you might want to stay away from the film. It's a little freakish, especially, films that deal with religion type of stuff. Those scare me the most for some reason. I don't know why. If you're not freakish about seeing, devils and religious stuff, then see it. The Devil's Advocate, the screenplay though, if you are freakish about seeing those type of films, don't see it. I still recommend you read the screenplay, even though you might be freakish, because the screenplay is different. Yes, of course, you're going to imagine things when you're reading the screenplay. When you watch the film, though, you actually see the visuals of what's going on. It's a whole other thing. Back in the day when I first started writing screenplays, my character introductions were a little longer than they are now. Back then, I thought that the more details I put into a character's introductions, the better my screenplay would be. Obviously, that was wrong. Now I'm not as detailed as I was before. Yes, I still introduce characters. I keep it simple. Maybe one line or two. Just enough to get the reader an idea who this character is. If you want to learn how to write character introductions, The Devil's Advocate is not it. It's simple. There's plenty of other screenplays you could read to show you how a writer goes into details about introducing a character. The Devil's Advocate is still a fun read. Make sure you check it out. I will link the screenplay for The Devil's Advocate in the description below. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. If you're thinking about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Screenplay app today. The link is in the description below. And remember to always have fun writing. Fade out.